What is going on, guys? Lottery Sucks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. The SPY closed at 407.09 today, down about 1% on the day, and we had a nasty red day across the board, I'm not going to lie. However, at the end of the day, the last 20 minutes or so, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, the SPY, they all started to really have a little bit of a bounce. They all started to seem like they hit their bottom, and today we are going to be going over a price prediction going forward for the S&P 500, most importantly, AMC, GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, the only reason I say the S&P 500 most importantly is because we have, most importantly, price predictions for all three of these stocks, AMC, GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond. However, the SPY is really going to determine if shorts get burned or not, and if we do get our rallies going forward, and I will give my full sentiment on that. So without further ado, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link down below to get your 15 free stocks by downloading Moomoo and signing up and depositing any amount in there. Let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so first of all, the SPY traded in this parallel channel for a bit and is still actually currently in the channel, so it is valid to have a little bit of a retracement. In fact, it's healthy to have a little bit of a retracement. Now, the only way I would say this becomes invalidated is not a break out of this channel. In fact, I wouldn't mind if the SPY actually broke out of this channel temporarily and based off of 400 before getting another rip to re-break that 418 level that it once tested. However, a break under 400 is going to lead the SPY back into a bear market. All in my opinion, not financial advice. This is just what I think as a person. Now, Wall Street is blaming the S&P 500 dump today on CPI data, which is going to come out potentially hot next month, which is definitely a valued case to bring up, and they're also blaming it on earnings, which is also another valuable case to bring up. However, short sellers, we know, lost a ton of money. They want to steer people out of the market, and not only that, the past couple days haven't really had much volume in the sell-off in the S&P 500. However, today's volume was greater than yesterday's, which is scary because it shows that, people were ready to hang on. However, it just pushed below a bracket that people didn't want to see it push below, which that level was probably 408. This 408, 407 level is very, very important for the SPY going forward. Overall, that's the outlook on the SPY. Now, AMC just traded this, in my opinion, this part of the cycle that we've been tracking. This is the June cycle. It traded in the parallel channels. It broke below, traded sideways, and then traded out of this respected trend line that it did respect, and it's doing the same exact thing right now. Now, this is bullish case scenario. Either way, it traded this candle. There's no way around that, and I'm going to give you bull bear case scenario right now in my price prediction. Bull bear case scenario. Bull, for one, AMC is going to trade sideways come tomorrow, a sideways day. I think that's healthy for the market. I think that's healthy for AMC. And come Monday, you see a 15 to 16% move on AMC. You may be able to see that tomorrow. However, I don't think market makers are going to let it happen, as well as I don't think the SPY is going to rip as tough unless some sort of news or catalyst come out. That is my take. AMC is going to trade sideways tomorrow. However, we went over bear case scenario, and what I said before is we just traded this candle in the cycle, this drop right here, and it is very, very similar to the cycle that happened back in June before the post run up to that cycle. So with that being said, AMC would be on a 2.5 to 2 3/4 year cycle, and right now you would see a retracement back to about $3.85 before getting that rip come up to the conversion date around March 15th or so, and that is essentially the bearish case scenario. Either way, I still think AMC bottomed out at 385. I don't think it's going lower than that. Now, if the SPY sells under 400, I think this is a very valid scenario that could play out. However, it's still not looking good for short sellers in general. Where did I get that 15 to 16% day out of my butt from? And that is because the same thing that happened back in January, same thing that happened back in June, both times after this exact same setup, it had a 15 to 16% day to start off the rally. That's excluding pre-market and post-market hours. Again, if you want to trade those, you can trade those on Moomoo. So if you don't have a platform that can be able to trade those, then it's very dangerous for you to hold your stock on. Again, that link will be down below. Also, Bed Bath & Beyond, I think we'll have another 15 to 16% rip with the stocks and then potentially sell off even further. Now, this is not a good fundamental play, I'm not going to lie. However, Bed Bath & Beyond cost to borrow almost 500%. There's no shares available to borrow. There is a shitload of amount of pressure on Bed Bath & Beyond if the SPY decides it wants to rally, if the SPY decides it wants to go green. And also, just taking a look at different parts of the cycles, they don't have to line up perfectly, but you see certain pops in Bed Bath & Beyond, and they all line up. They all correlate. They all line up. With that being said, I think Bed Bath & Beyond will, no matter what, have a pump back up to $3 before essentially selling off. And I'm not saying it maxes out at that, but that is just my potential take on Bed Bath & Beyond, I think we scale back up to $3. With that being said, just to disclose, I added more Bed Bath & Beyond calls right before the end of the day, and AMC calls as well as some other plays as well. If you want to know about those, you can join the Discord down below. Now, some things I left out of the video earlier. The SEC charged Kraken with failing to register the offer and sale of their crypto asset staking as a service program whereby investors transfer crypto assets to Kraken for staking in exchange for advertised annual investment returns of as much as 21%. Now, you guys let me know if you were using Kraken, because they just shut down their exchange following these SEC charges, which just further makes it sketchy. This just shows like you're not going to have a rebound. At least FTX, even though they're so bad, they literally tried to say, you know, we could still make a company out of this, yada, yada, yada. Kraken just shut down. So let me know if you use Kraken, and let me know what you think of these charges. Following these charges, allegations, JP Morgan and Deutsche Bank have asked on U.S. judge to dismiss lawsuits by victims of Jeffrey Epstein, who accused the banks of enabling the late financier's sexual abuses. Now, keep those two banks in mind, because listen to this. Money managers have cut $300 billion of bearish bets and are now positioned more in line with historic norms, robbing the market of pent-up demand, just as Federal Reserve warns its inflation-fighting battle is far from over. The shift in positioning has taken a broad array of investors from underweight to holding equities closer to the average of the past decade. Investors are now the closest to neutral positioning that they have been in since the second quarter of last year, when the Fed began ramping up interest rates, according to data from JP Morgan, Chase & Co. and Deutsche Bank. So these sources come up once again. Now, we know a lot of short sellers have been losing money with the S&P 500 market rally. And according to these banks, they're saying, you know, short sellers are in the most comfortable position they can possibly be in. What are you guys talking about? These small cap short squeeze plays aren't running because short sellers are, you know, they're fucked. They're not going to run because they're burned. In fact, they're the most neutral they've ever been. With that being said, the SPY can rally, the SPY can dump, and either way, it's not going to affect the short seller's positions overall, right? The average short seller, they're very, very comfortable with the way their position is trading. You know, the SPY goes green, they're safe. The SPY goes red, they're safe. They're not going to get cut out of any short positions or be forced out of any positions. So again, some more bullshit to put on your guys' plate, but this is the price prediction for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video or found value out of the video. Make sure to like on the way out and subscribe to the channel. Share the video. We are almost at 11K subs already, and we literally just hit 10K, so we have a decent road to get to that 100K mark. Also, guys, please join the Discord. Don't sleep on it. You get stock alerts, talks with 300 of the most amazing people, including myself, throughout the entire day. Gains, losses, video requests, etc., etc. And you get videos as soon as they go up. So even if YouTube doesn't send you a notification, you will get it in Discord. That is it, guys. I love you all. Make sure to get your free stocks by signing up and depositing $1 in Moomoo. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.